So this image came about when I was up early one morning on a summer stay in Chicago. It was a beautiful clear morning and people were already bustling around on their way to work. Initially I noticed the water taxi, the bright yellow water taxi. It was on the Chicago River, and this photo wasn't actually far from where I was staying. So I noticed the contrast of colours, and it was about to go under the Dearborn Street Bridge. Now in Chicago, the central part of Chicago, a lot, if not all of the bridges are painted a red or maroon colour. And so this contrast colour in the early morning sun really hit me, because it was the bright yellow of the taxi, the red maroon colour of the bridge, and then the bright blue sort of summer morning sky. So luckily, when I'm in a place like Chicago or any other amazing city, I've always got my camera with me. So being in the right place at the right time, I was able to get the image that I saw unfolding itself in front of me. And when I was processing the images back on the computer, I saw this image again through the list I'd taken, and immediately I fell in love with it again, all over again. It was just the colours of the sky and the bridge and the taxi. They were just perfect. Everything came together, and immediately I could recall the being there, the senses that I was feeling while I was there, the temperature of the morning, the colours of the taxi, the bridge, the sky, the sounds of the vehicles going over the bridge that I was standing on, because the bridges have got like a metal strips in the carriageway, and so the vehicles would rumble over that, and I can remember that sound straight away. And then looking closely at the image, I'm reminded of the way that I was watching people on their way to work, and some were sort of hurrying on their way to work, some were strolling casually, and some were completely lost in conversation on their phones with friends or loved ones or whatever. And on the back of the water taxi, there's a guy who's clearly just enjoying the ride to wherever he's going. He's got his headphones on and the sun's out, and it's just a perfect morning. He's got his t-shirt on. But as I was looking at the image overall, it was almost too much. There's something about it. I knew the scene worked, but it was the colours, I think, that were making me ask questions about the image. And it was that clash of the primary colours of the red of the bridge, the yellow of the taxi, the blue of the sky, and it was almost like sensory overload. So I looked at the picture again, and I almost had to ask myself, what's the big takeaway of this image? What does this image mean to me? Apart from Chicago is an amazing city, I love it. But when I look at that image, what is the big takeaway? And it's the warmth. So this image was taken at 8:30 in the morning, and you can see the people, if you look closely at the picture, you can see the people heading to their workplaces, and they've just got shirt sleeves on or t-shirts. And it's because it was already really warm at that time of the morning, and you know yourself, I'm sure, city heat during the summer can get crazy. So that's what it struck me as. The picture is warm, and I can remember that feeling as I was standing there taking the picture, and I could see it all unfolding in front of me. So I think when I look at the picture itself, it's the sky shows a warmth. You can see from that graduation in the sky the way the early morning sun is giving a warmth off to that sky, and when that sun hits the buildings, we can see Because the buildings are either glass or this kind of sandstone colour thing, it's just a really warm, creamy light that's coming back off of those buildings, and that's what I remember. So when I was looking at the image and I knew that this image was good and I wanted to have it printed, I had to work out what was the best way to present this image as a piece of art. And to me, black and white worked. So I've printed this on a Hahnemuhle photo rag smooth, and it's a museum quality archival paper. And it's the way that the pigment inks and this paper work together that even though this is a black and white image, it's still a warm, creamy image overall. So I absolutely adore this image, and every time I look at the picture, it's almost like I notice new things about it. Whether it's a different person I suddenly see on the Riverwalk, I noticed somebody jogging along there the other day that I'd just completely not seen before. Or it's the guy on the back of the boat who's just listening to his music, or there's a lady at the back of the boat, she's completely lost in a conversation on her phone. And then it's the creaminess of the sandstone of that building, or even on the glass building here, it's almost like the reflection, you can see the ripples on the water, it's almost like the building's mimicking in that, and you've got the ripples on the building. So I hope you like this, and I hope you like the image, and if you do, the image will be on my website in a limited edition print run, if you fancy that. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, or actually just leave me a comment and tell me what you like about it, or if you can see this image as I see it, or if there's something you notice about it maybe. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Check out some of my other videos, and there'll be some more descriptions about some of my other favourite prints coming up very soon. Thank you.